And maybe this is kind of why some of the OGs are kind of like resentful of you guys.
Oh my God.
Because they had to go the Chitlin circuit. They had to go little club for years and years and years in order to build up a following.
Absolutely.
You guys can do a skit or you can do something funny, kind of like what you do, what Desi Banks does, what Drewski does, and build up, get 1 million followers in little or no time. And you got a following where they had to work to build that following, and maybe that's what brings some of the resentment towards you guys.
You know what, man? It's so I feel like this whole thing is so dumb.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, they had to go from this comedy club to that comedy club, this comedy club, that comedy club, and nobody knocking it. That's real work.
Yeah.
You had to be seen. You had to be chosen.
Yes.
But we living in an era now where you don't got to be chosen.
Yeah.
You can make your own way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, just like anything else in this world, comedy has evolved.
Yes.
Into that.
And how
just because you do, just because you do skits, you know what I'm saying? That don't not make you valid.
Very valid points. I can't deny that the older generation is going to have a difficult time coping with the amount of money or the opportunity or the shine or all of the above without putting in or having to put in all of the work that was put in before. But isn't that the way it should be? Shouldn't it be that this generation should make it easier for the generations that come after us? Isn't that how it should be? It should be no bitterness or feeling of fear. What is it? FOMO. Like we're in an era where you can create your own. So basically, what I'm hearing from the conversation is that a lot of the older OG comics are not doing well when it comes to working, or not doing well with learning how to do the internet, or not working and doing stand-up as much as they should. But at some point, didn't they have their shine? At some point, weren't they the new jacks? And now that time has passed you want to shit on the new guys. See, a lot of the comics from that era should be well off at this point. They should be right off into the sunset, come back and do comedy whenever they want to. That's where some of the OGs should be. But what happened? You signed a bad deal. You burned bridges. You didn't evolve with the craft. That doesn't give you the right to shit on a new comic that is doing things differently than the way you did it. That's the only difference that I see, especially in black comedy, is like the roll out the red carpet because of you opening the doors before us. And I believe, man, to be able, to think that certain comedians weren't able to walk in the front door to perform is crazy to me. To think that I had to walk through the back door and wouldn't be able to stay after just to do my set and get the fuck up out of there because I'm black, that I could never think of that. Because I haven't lived in that era or that time. But I know that someone did, and I can respect the fact that they did that for us. For us to be able to have this freedom right now to say whatever we want on whatever platform that we create. But I cannot feel bad for someone that let time pass while watching the difference, right? You're in real time watching the world change, and yet you sit there and do nothing. Then I have no sympathy for that. Not one bit. The younger comics should, and this is the thing about it. The older OGs be trying to sun the young cats. And the young cats like, I got paper. I don't need to listen to what you're saying because obviously what I'm doing is right and what you're doing got you where you are. But what they should be doing is what Kevin Hart does, and it's embrace the new generation and put yourself in position to have the next generation's fans. It's the Drake effect. Drake, when he did music, he would get the hottest new trend of the hottest new artist and push that music and stay relevant with that young generation. Kevin Hart ended up getting with Drewski and Kai Cenat. That is tapping in to that young generation. You got to be smart. You got to be able to see for what it is and be like, okay, I need to pivot. Oh shit, the comedy game is changing. I need to pivot. It's not that hard, but I think that because that generation, the older comics, had everything done for them, they are lazy. It's hard work to do all of this. They're lazy. Well, I shouldn't have. You should have to do what it takes to get you where you need to be. But yet, all I hear is, but I mean, you know what I got plans to do. Well, I ain't finna. I'm tired of hearing that shit from these niggas. Either you do or you don't. Either you will or you won't. That is up to you as an OG. But young comics or internet comics, let them live. Do I think some of them aren't good at stand-up? Yes, but I don't buy the tickets. So who am I to be like, this shit is trash? I let them be them, man. I think some of them guys are really funny, but then everybody not going to hit a home run every time you get on stage either. A lot of the OGs, well, when they come see the show and realize it wasn't a show or what they paid for, they'll leave. No, they won't, because they came to see the nigga that do the skits. I don't give a fuck what he say while he up there. Matter of fact, say some of the lines of you that you say on the skit. Let me tell you, Mailman, that one Mailman, he traveled the country doing stand-up. But his catchphrase is, hey, little Stookie, hey, little stanky booty ass, look, hey, stanky booty. And when he get on stage to start his stand-up, guess what he say? Hey, little stanky booty. And the whole crowd say it and laugh. Is that a joke? No. But do they sit there and wait for that moment? Abso-fucking-lutely. And then he tells a story about him going from a mailman to a comedian. Listen, there's so many different ways to skin a cat, but I think because OGs have not done it for a long time and then have to turn around and turn back the hands of time, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can take a dog out to the pasture and you can only yell at that mug. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think the OGs are sad? Or do you think the young guns need to look out for the OGs and spare the rod and that's crazy. Walk them with a walker to the promised land? You tell me what you think. I'll holler at y'all on the next one.
Until we meet again.